Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you to each and every one of you for your continued support. Before I proceed, many people have asked me, Kaka, where did you get the calling to serve humanity? We see you tirelessly building houses for people. We see you tirelessly initiating a process of taking kids to school. Where did you get this calling? Maybe one day I will find time to give an extensive explanation on how I got this calling. I was raised in a poor family. I was not raised in a permanent house. Mimi nimelelewa umaskini. Nyumba tuko nao nyumbani. Actually, the photo you've seen, I took it yesterday at around 10 a.m. in the village. That is my parents' house. From this house is where I was raised. Iyo mabati ilibadilishwa 2017 because ilikuwa imezeeka. So the new iron sheets you see was changed in 2017. But maybe I hope that one day I will have time to tell you the story of my life. Maybe one day. So mimi hiyo ndio maisha nimelelewa, and my last born brother in a family of 6 is almost finishing college. Na hiyo nyumba imetulea sisi wote. It deserves an award. It has really done justice to us. And maybe years to come, I'll post a better photo away from this one. Maybe nitaweka picha mzuri ya kusema asante kwa wazazi kwa maisha ambayo walitulea na kututengeneza. Now we can be listened globally. Sasa tuko public figures. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope one day I'll post a different photo. Now, is Ruto under threat? Or maybe is Ruto fearing? That is the question I'm asking in this particular analysis. Je, Ruto ameogopa? Is he fearing anything? I'll argue my case based on the available data. To begin, UDA was united when William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua were in good terms. It was one thing. Kenya Kwanza government ilikuwa kitu kimoja. You could not speak negative about Ruto. You could not speak negative about Gachagua. And no member of parliament could speak negative about any of their colleagues. It was united. In the previous years, we have been treated into the theatrics of the assembly. One of them is when they were passing the finance bill, ya 2023-2024. Walituambia there's nothing you can do, this bill will pass and there's nothing you can do. That is when Kenya Kwanza ilikuwa imeshikana na ilikuwa kitu kimoja. Now, the Kenya Kwanza government has the majority in the assembly. So when you have the majority in the assembly, as the president, you feel secure. Why? Because your interest will be favored because you have the majority. If you want to pass a law, if you want to pass a regulation, it easily sails through because you have the majority as the president. Now, as we speak, William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua are no longer friends as per what we know and as per what we see. Wachana na hiyo moja mnaona hapa kwa TV. Wachana na hiyo, I'll talk about it in my next video. But for now, wacha tuseme kwamba Gachagua na Ruto, they are parted ways. They are no longer together. They no longer share information. Kila mtu ako kwa ligi yake. In this, we have members of parliament allied to Rigathi Gachagua, and we have Kenya Kwanza MPs allied to William Ruto. This tells us what? As we speak, Kenya Kwanza got split into two sects. Hapo awali ilikuwa na majority yenye ilikuwa na umoja. But now, that majority, that oneness, that bond has been broken into two. Kuna wale wabunge wanamuunga mkono Gachagua. Kuna wale wabunge wanamuunga mkono Ruto. So the majority that Ruto has been enjoying has been reduced by a certain fraction. Means what? When that togetherness has been split, Ruto remains under threat. Why? Because muswada wa impeachment ukuje bunge na iwezekane kwamba Rigiji is supporting the motion and the opposition is supporting the motion, Ruto will be easily kicked out. So is Ruto a man under threat? From the public information, after Rigiji parted ways with William Ruto and moving away with some members of parliament, now reducing the power of the majority, Rigathi started courting the opposition. Rigathi started courting Azimio through Uhuru Kenyatta. Yani, Rigiji akaanza urafiki wa ndani na Azimio kupitia Uhuru Kenyatta. When Ruto realized that Gachagua is going to take root, because there's a time even Kalonzo defended Gachagua's impeachment before ODM joined government. Liona Azimio ilisema mukijaribu kuleta impeachment ya Gachagua, sisi kama Azimio tutaikata. Meaning Gachagua alikuwa ameanza kuingia ndani ya Azimio ili kuwafanya marafiki. Ruto is a clever president. Very clever. Now we have 3 sects in the assembly. Tuko na umoja wa Gachagua, tuko na umoja wa Ruto, na tuko na umoja wa Azimio. Yani in the National Assembly sasa tuko na teams 3. Tuko na team ya Rigathi Gachagua bunge, tuko na team ya Ruto, alafu tuko na team ya nani? Ya Raila Odinga. That is Azimio. As a president, this is a very dangerous path. Very dangerous. It can kick you out anytime because you never know out of the 3 who will unite with another against you. So Ruto felt the threat. Ruto felt the threat. And when he felt the threat, when an impeachment motion is drafted, the drafters of the impeachment motion begins with a propaganda. Unaona social media propaganda inaanza motion. From that, it graduates into a discussion in political rallies. From that, it now graduates into an official statement that is being talked about. And then from there, it graduates into the assembly and someone gets impeached. But before the real impeachment, kuna kitu tunaitwa testing the waters. Enda msome vile Waititu walikuwa impeached. Waititu, the members of the assembly walianza na I think the speaker, wakakuja kwa CEC. When they succeeded in the speaker ya CEC, they didn't succeed because the courts blocked it. After the impeachment of the speaker, when it went through, wakaona hii kitu inawezekana. They moved into the impeachment of the governor and they went home. End of what impeachment ya Mike Sonko vile ilifanywa and other governors. That is how it works. From that point, an impeachment motion has been drafted against Rigathi Gachagua. But in real sense, hii impeachment motion inamlenga Gachagua, or maybe the drafters want to test the waters and see if they will have the majority in parliament before filing an impeachment against Ruto. Your guess is as good as mine. When Ruto discovered this tactic, akaona Gachagua akiunite na hawa wazee wa Azimio, mimi kwisha. Ruto akakimbia, he snatched Raila from them. Akatoa Raila. Wakati alitoa Raila, wabunge wote wa ODM wanakuja na yeye. Na part of the Azimio members of parliament who allied to Raila. Ruto did this to bring in ODM in his side to supplement the space created by those members of parliament allied to Rigathi Gachagua. So William Ruto did not want a vacuum in case of an impeachment motion. He never wanted a vacuum. Anataka kuwa on the safe side in case of one. Yani impeachment ikikuja, upate Azimio, Raila yuko in his side, so that Gachagua abaki na tule MP tundogo ako nao. So to my own view, Ruto is a man under threat. And when he's a man under threat, that is why he is playing the theatrics you see around to secure his territory. In short, Ruto is fighting to secure his territory. In case of anything, ajue kwamba wabunge wa Gachagua wakiungana na wengine kuleta muswada, ipatikane kwamba wabunge wangu na wale wa Raila wako na mimi to fill in the majority gap that has been created by Gachagua. To me, that is the mathematics. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.